mean, there's, five major world religions and hundreds of others. I'm just saying that why dedicate yourself to one specific, information source as opposed to studying Buddhism or Hinduism or Judaism or Christianity or anything else? I mean, what is this fascination of yours with Islam?
That's a great question. And as someone who reverted from Christianity to Islam, right? Even as a Christian, I read books on Taoism. I read Confucius, his book, Confucius, right? Because I wanted to understand how different people from different perspectives were seeing God. In my mind, I think we all serve the same God, right? If you're, especially if you say you're serving the God of Abraham, okay, you may disagree on things. That's fine. Right? There may be
Yeah,
cultural
but if you
differences.
that's see that problem with that is that's an all or nothing statement. And in cognitive behavioral therapy, that is a cognitive distortion disorder. It's called all or nothing thinking, that we all serve the same God. I would just say, even if that's true, we're still talking about databases in a way, or different large language models. And so,
Yes,
yeah, it's like the Tower of Babel. The challenge becomes there can be no peace because we're all operating in silos.
agreed. Exactly. And so to that point, oh my God, you make an amazing point, Mojo, because when I reverted to Islam and I was getting a lot of heat from Muslims and people even telling me that I'm not Muslim, that I only reverted because of a woman, right? Which was just so disrespectful to me because, like, the thing that I'm most passionate about, like, is my God, right? The thing I'm most in love with. I've never loved a woman as much as I love my God. I'll never love any family member as much as I love my God. So for someone to say that about the thing that is the most important thing to me in my life, I mean, there are a lot of things that don't trigger me on Clubhouse, but that one hit. That one hurt. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Um, and so I always tell Muslims whenever I meet them, I always ask them, why don't you read
He
they call it the
asks
Injil?
them.
Why don't you read the Torah and the Bible? Right? Because you know that those books have divine truths. And at least from the perspective of Islam, you know that these two other books have divine truths. You don't have to agree that there's divine truth in Buddhism or Taoism or Confucianism or any of these other religions, right? But you know at least the other two. So why aren't you even furthering your education by reading these other books? Even if you believe they're corrupt, right? But there's also some truth with the corruption. Why aren't you reading it? You should read it too, you know? And I said that today, and someone, of course, got really upset, you know, and started calling me, berating me and calling me names and all that stuff, which is fine. But for me, myself, I'm glad that I reverted from Christianity to Islam because now I have the foundation of Christianity, having read the Bible so many times inside out. And now I'm going into Islam, and I'm going to do the same thing with the Quran. And even as a Muslim, I will do the same thing with the Torah. After I'm done reading the Quran, that's from cover to cover, I'm going to go to the Torah. You know, and I'm going to make sure I read all three books, and I understand them inside and out. But yeah, I think it's important to at least have the knowledge and the awareness. Even though Islam is what I practice, it is my lifestyle. It is um, I worship Allah, right? And
Well,
that
what
is
do you
my
think the
religion.
word Allah means?
What do I think it means? I know it means God. That's what it means to me. Is God.
I mean, sound it out. All all. So is that saying that everything is God?
Well, it's not an English word.
It may not be English, but my point is it's still a sound. And so all words are sounds. Just like the
Yes,
word Yahweh or Hashem. I mean, these are sounds. And so They're used in incantations, in meditation, in chanting. Om, things like that. So what I'm trying to say is these are ways to clear the mind by chanting them. People say Allah, 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 like that. That is to essentially cleanse the mind of all the other words that your brain is constantly generating.
Yeah. For me, the name, a lot of the things we as human beings care so much about, I think in the grand scheme, a God that is omniscient and omnipowerful, omnipresent, that has just such a huge, vast, unimaginable, just unimaginable amount of knowledge. He's probably laughing at the things that we care about. It's almost like the kid when you're a kid and you get really upset because somebody won't let you play with a toy that you really want to play with. You know, as an adult today, you wouldn't if a kid wanted to play with a toy that you had, Mojo, you probably would just give it to the kid. You wouldn't care about, making sure you play with it first, right? But for a child, that's a priority, and that means something to be able to play with his toy, you know. And so I think that's the way God kind of sees us as children with kind of a limited intelligence. I think that's how it kind of sees me, even me, that maybe sometimes I worry about things that don't really matter, And the only really important thing is, again, to love God with all your heart and soul and all your strength, as best as you can, and let that be informed in the way you treat other people that He's created. So be kind to other people, And of course, different human beings have different impressions of what kindness and love really looks like, But everyone just do your best.
There's a thing about studying though. It's raising your intelligence, and when you raise your intelligence, you also raise your emotional intelligence, and that's what a lot of people haven't yet discovered on this app. Is that the higher the level of intelligence, the more books and the larger their language model and comprehension of those words, the higher their emotional intelligence will also be. And they won't engage in petty discourse and heated, angered conversation. That's a waste of time. That's for unintelligent people.
Exactly. Exactly. I actually left a side of Clubhouse because I started to realize that I hadn't outgrown it. I started coming to different spaces.
But if you come back to teach people, to show them the enlightenment, you're a Buddha or a Bodhi. You're the Bodhisattva who returns to help other people achieve enlightenment. But I think only through intelligence can you probably get to that blessed state of divine understanding. And it takes work. Some people say it can be instantaneous, but I think I think until you know that it's stupid to road rage, you're still stupid. You haven't increased your intelligence enough.
Exactly. Why are you yelling at another guy in a car that you've never met before? You don't know what he's going through, and you will probably never see this human being again. Why is it so important that he knows that you are upset? Right. Especially if he's not going to do anything about it. He's not going to say, I apologize. He's not going to, he doesn't have any intention of doing that. And you will never see this human being. You probably never see this human being
again. Well, this goes back to, in my opinion, back to Israel Gaza. A well-trained soldier and an officer is a gentleman. They don't go out and commit murder, but they will pursue justice and fight enemies to the death. And a ninja, a samurai, doesn't get emotional when he goes out on an operation. That's a distraction to his outcome and his goals. So part of education and training and discipline is the control of your emotions. And so many people are figuring this out. I mean, a lot of people have been discussing this for thousands of years, because an emotionally disequilibrated person who has no emotional, balance is is going to lose the battle. It's, it's like swordplay. So I mean, it's warfare.
Sorry, I was on mute. Sorry, I was on mute when I was speaking. I was like, there's another group of people that will disagree with you and say that you know um, it's actually a show of strength to show that emotion and to be, rambunctious and ferocious and argumentative. And when I meet people like that, I try to show them the other side, right? That it's actually a lot more powerful to be strategic than to be physically tactful. Like, it's so much more powerful, right?
Well,
So much more power.
people say the pen is mightier than the sword, but they're not really understanding that it deals with their intelligence, not with their distribution of that information. I'm just saying that we could talk about this for 100 more hours, and it still wouldn't be worth one good book.
And that whole phrase, the pen being mightier than the sword, right? It's not just the pen, of course, the pen itself, but some people may take it to mean writing, right? But it's about, again, strategy. It's about being strategic, right? And how strategy will always supersede and exceed any tactical efforts. It's just more impactful. Yes, I'm with you, Nacho. Right? I'm with you on that. I agree with you on that. I think more people that disagree on the app can find more things that they agree on. It's just that the things that they disagree on are kind of hit home.
Well, if I could give you any advice, I would encourage you to enjoy wisdom in the same way that you might enjoy Thanksgiving, because you put a lot of different foods in your mouth and you like the flavor combination. So if you just go down the route of Islam, you will get tunnel vision and you will forget that there's many paths on the mountain. And it's don't just go on one hike, hike them all.
I do have tunnel vision now, and I'm aware of my tunnel vision, and I embrace it. However, even though I have a favorite mountain, right, and a favorite approach to God, I am interested in other mountains. Even though I love, I'm in Atlanta, I don't know where you are, but over here we have a couple mountains. Even though I love Stone Mountain, that's my favorite mountain. And it's really scary, actually. There are people that have fallen off to their death. So every time I go there, I'm terrified. And I go along, which is crazy. But I do like other mountains, like Kettleson and some of the smaller mountains, like the one in Sandy Springs and stuff. So, but my approach, my devotion, yes, is in Islam, because I've found not just a lifestyle that drives, not just the deity that drives me, and the religion, but most importantly, the lifestyle that kind of reinforces the sense of commitment and discipline and devotion. The chosen world I be shown with my eyes, but only this, only the truth. Anyhow, idiot obsession. I'm building this app, right? And I love Clubhouse because it's kind of reframing my thinking around that. I'm building an app that is, I don't want to say destined to fail, but I'm not necessarily building it to succeed from a business sense. Right? If I was building a dating app to succeed from a business sense, obviously the idea would be to keep people on the app and keep them dating. Why worry about something that isn't going to happen? Oh, that's perfect. They should put that on our money. Make the app alive. Make it attractive to, let's say, Gen Z, younger millennials. Just make it light, make it fun, make dating fun. But this app that I'm building makes dating more devotional. You know, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens with it. It's almost like building a playground, but without toys. Because everything it's you get exclusivity from the onset. So you don't have all these matches and all these flavors.
What do you think about lying in relationships, or projection, or people who essentially don't want to say what they're actually all about or what they're doing? I mean, it seems to me like the birds and the bees aren't having huge conversations, when they're flying from here to there. So I'm just saying that I think a lot of people either just don't want to say what's going on in their lives, or they lie about what they're doing, or because many of these women are so ultra connected to their cell phone, because they literally, if you're on Hinge and Bumble and you've been talking to people for years, you're like a realtor harvesting clients. You see what I'm saying? You're not actually in it to be in a union with one person. So people really are, in a way, super polyamorous now, but no one will admit it because, I mean, a lot of women are looking for that boat daddy or that sugar daddy, or, they're looking for that for that windfall. They're gold diggers.
Exactly. And it's a cognitive dissonance to say I'm looking for the one, but I'm keeping my options open with 7 people around me. If any one of those 7 people are the one, how will you cultivate that relationship with them if you've got 6 other distractions? Nobody can ever be the one. Like, the one doesn't even have a shot. Even if he's the one you like the most, okay, and you've built the strongest connection with. Even if he's the one you have the strongest connection with, you're surrounded by 7 other distractions. Yeah, so you're right. I think it is very polyamorous, and that's why I'm creating, hopefully, one of the only monogamous apps where you only get one match. You get one match until, like, you guys unmatch. Other matches, and you're encouraged to have a phone conversation versus texting on the app. So I don't know how people are going to feel about that. But my thinking is that there'll be a lot of people that will, that are longing for connection in a polyamorous world. Sorry guys, I'm just doing some washing before prayer. Wudu in Islam. Were you abused by a member of the Catholic Church in Illinois?
Scenes I saw in the scene, I can't remember who it was, just last week in some movie on Turner Classic Movies, and the guy with him, it was The Harder They Fall. And Rod Steiger was acting with them. They were nose to nose acting, and Steiger was acting up a storm, and Bogart wasn't doing anything, and it was just great. He was just There was no acting at all. He's just coasting on his personality and talking, and it was just magnetic. It was just wonderful. The other guy's doing stuff that nobody in life ever does. Nobody talks like that. Nobody carries on like that. But
so your advice to kids getting into the business is coast on your personality.
It's do less. If I've given one direction more than any other in my whole life to actors, it's do less.
So when you did decide to have a surrogate, shall we call that, play you, because there are parts you could have played.
Oh yeah, sure.
And you chose John Cusack, or you chose Kenneth Branagh, or you chose Mia. What went into why? Like, why did you some of the time say, I'm going to do it, and then some of the time say, I'm going to have a surrogate deliver this baby?
I don't think I ever had a surrogate when I could have done it. I mean, I don't think I could have. I don't think I could have played. These are great actors you're talking about. Cusack's wonderful, and Kenneth Branagh's wonderful. And they were much younger than me. I couldn't have. If I could have done it, I would have done it. I always would do the part that I could do. But I aged out of it. I just, when I started to realize that I was not going to be the love interest anymore, then I started to think,
you're the love interest in your life. With all the craziness and the Kafka-esque nonsense you went through, and I don't defend you because I'm a fan, although I plainly am, although you've also made some turkeys, that's true. But you could be the worst filmmaker. I defend you because I don't like witch hunts. They're bad for society, they're bad for people, they're wrong, they're immoral. That's why I do it. Not because I'm a fan.
I'm sure your persona is much more socially engaged, much more politically engaged. So an issue, you would engage the issue on the merits of the issue.
Yes, and I see a connection between a lot of where the left went that I did not like in recent years and this kind of case, this kind of moralizing, this kind of bullshit, standing apart from the facts, just wanting to look like we're the good people and we shun this person and this person is canceled and that kind of stuff. I don't like it in any of its dimensions. Look, I always say about these cases, if you're not in the room, just don't say to me, I know. You don't know. I don't know about you. Nobody knows except you. I would just say that of all those kind of cases, the preponderance of evidence on the one side makes it just...
Okay, I'm going to read from the Zohar. Have you ever heard of this book, Seneca? Okay, this is called What is a Serpent? These riddles confuse not only Rabbi Yosef, the cryptic language is intended to mystify the reader as well. And on the serpent, all the animals go in pairs while the serpent goes on the road all alone. Most of the images in the first two riddles allude to various stages in the process of Gilgul, reincarnation, one of the most esoteric doctrines of the Zohar. The riddle of the beautiful maidens is expounded below. These are all the notes to the different pages. Okay, this is the glossary. Aleph, the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet, the beginning of divine and human speech. Aleph, Baal Shem Tov, master of the good name. Title of Israel, son of Eliezer, charismatic founder of Hasidism, 1700 to 1760. The Baal Shem Tov. Bahir, Sefer HaBahir, Book of Brightness, an early Kabbalistic work cited in southern France in the late 12th century, the Bahir. Bina, understanding the third Sephira, the divine mother who gives birth to the seven lower Sephira. Blessed Holy One, common rabbinic name for God. In the Zohar, it is often associated with Tiferet, Blessed Holy One. Din, judgment, the fifth Sephira, the left arm of the divine body, counterbalancing Chesed, the roots of evil lie here, also called Gevurah. Din, judgment. Ein Sof, there is no end, that which is boundless, the infinite, the ultimate reality of God beyond all specific qualities of the Sephirot. Okay, I'm going to change the title to Jewish Glossary. Jewish Glossary of Hebrew words in Zohar. Let's see if anybody shows up for this impromptu Tanya Torah study. My man Rondale in the house. Hey, Rondale!
Hey, Raboino Shalom.
Rabbeinu Shalom. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this impromptu Hebrew study. Here we go. I need to get a water, though, real quick. Okay, Moshe, I hope you enjoy this as well. The next word is Gedulah, greatness. The fourth Sephira, the outpouring of God's great goodness, also called Chesed. Greatness, Gedulah. Gevura, power. The fifth Sephira, also called Din. Gematria, the numerical value of Hebrew letters, or gematria, employed as a technique of interpretation. I thought it was interpenetration, but it's interpretation. Chassid, devotee, pious one. Hasidism, popular religious movement that emerged in the second half of the 18th century in Eastern Europe. Hasidism. Chesed, love, the fourth Sephira, the right arm of the divine body, counterbalancing Din, also called Gedulah. Gedulah, greatness, and Chesed, love. Chod, majesty, the eighth Sephira, the left leg of the divine body, source of prophecy, along with Netzach. Chod, majesty. Chokmah, wisdom. Chokmah, wisdom, the second Sephira, the primal point of emanation. Holy Ancient One, the most ancient manifestation of Ein Sof through Keter, its crown. Holy Ancient One, Idra, threshing floor assembly. Idra Rabbah, the great Idra, a description of the gathering of Rabbi Shimon and the comrades at the threshing house where secrets of God's inner being are expounded, threshing out the secrets of Zohar. Idrazuta, the small Idra, a description of the death of Rabbi Shimon and his final teachings in the Zohar, the wedding celebration. Kabbalah, receiving that which is handed down by tradition, the esoteric teachings of Judaism. Kabbalah. Keter, crown, the first Sephira, co-eternal with Ein Sof, also called Ratzon, divine will, and Ayin, nothingness. Malkut, kingdom. The 10th Sephirah, administering divine justice to the lower worlds, also called Shekinah. Malkut, kingdom. Shekinah. Matnitin, our Mishnah. Short pieces scattered through the Zohar. Most of them appear as utterances of a heavenly voice urging the comrades to open their hearts to the mysteries. Menorah, candelabrum of 7 branches, a prominent feature of the Mishkan. Mezuzah, parchment scroll affixed to the doorpost. Mezuzah. Midrash, plural midrashim, legal or homiletical interpretation of the Bible. Midrash. A collection of midrashim, the midrashic literature. Midrash ha-ne'alam, the concealed midrash. The esoteric midrash, the earliest stratum of the Zohar. Mishkan, God's dwelling in the desert, the tabernacle constructed by Moses and the children of Israel. Mishnah, collection of oral teachings redacted, arranged, and revised around the beginning of the 3rd century by Rabbi Judah Hanasi, the earliest codification of Jewish oral law. Mishnah. Mitzvah, plural is mitzvot, divine commandment, one of the 613 precepts of the Torah. By extension, good deeds. Netzah, endurance, 7th Sephirah, the right leg of the divine body, source of prophecy, along with Hod. Nishmato Eden, may his soul abide in the Garden of Eden. Oral Torah, the interpretation of the written Torah. In Kabbalah, a symbol of Shekinah. Oral Torah. Kav Hamidah, the standard of measure, a detailed explanation of the process of emanation, delivered by Rabbi Shimon. Kav Hamidah, the standard of measure. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm going to read. I hope you enjoyed. That's the glossary of the Zohar. Okay, I'm going to create a new room. Seneca Rondale. See you soon. Bye.
Gaza. I didn't know. You're not most of us. I didn't know really about that. Abraham is telling me about South Africa. I went to University of Pretoria in 2014. Most people don't care about Israel. This is what they call political posturing.
Political posture.
And then a lot of South Africans feel some kind of way about Israel because of apartheid. Fair enough. It has nothing to do with Gaza. They feel some kind of way. So that's one country. Then you show the African Union. That's not.
Okay, this is the return of Mojo. My man Brian there. Welcome back to the return of Mojo. We are live and we're going to keep studying. We're not going to listen to all these people practicing English on here. No. We are going to read a book. This is the return of Mojo. Look at all those bots that just come flying in. The return of Mojo. Rondell, you coming up? And Rondell, have you contributed to the campaign yet? I think the link is in my profile. You know, I know you do a lot of day trading, but $100 will help us get, 50 signatures. So please consider contributing now. I have a lot of work to do on the campaign, but we're going to do a little Torah study here. A little Torah study. Okay, this is the rest of the glossary. Ra'aya Mahimna, the faithful shepherd, an early imitation of the Zohar, so successful that it was printed as part of the work. It expounds the mystical significance of the mitzvot. The Ra'aya Mahimna. Rahamim, compassion. 6, the Sephira, balancing Hesed. Din, also called Tiferet. Rashi, Rabbi Salman, son of Isaac, French commentator on the Bible and the Talmud. Rashi. Ratza de Ratzin, the mystery of mysteries, an anonymous piece of physiognomy and chiromancy. The Ratza de Ratzin, the mystery of mysteries. Ruth, the book of Ruth. Sava de Mishpatim, the old man of Mishpatim, Torah portion, an account of the comrade's encounter with a donkey driver who turns out to be a master of wisdom. The old man and the beautiful maiden. Sephirah, one of 10 aspects of God, 9 of which emanate from Ein Sof and Keter. Sephirah. Shalom, peace, well-being, completeness. Shalom, peace, well-being, and completeness. Shalom. Shalom. Shekhinah. Shekhinah, divine presence. 10 Sephira, female partner of Tiferet, also called Malkut. Shir HaShirim, Song of Songs. Sifra di Zeniuta, the Book of Concealment. Fragmented commentary on the beginning of the Torah in short, obscure sentences divided into 5 chapters. It deals with the secrets of divinity. Sifra di Zeniuta, the Book of Concealment. Sitrei Torah, Secrets of Torah. Pieces of verses from Genesis, printed in separate columns, parallel to the main text of the Zohar. They contain allegories of the soul and secrets of the divine and demonic. Sitrei Torah, Secrets of Torah. Sukkah, booth. Sukkot, booth. Sukkot, festival of booths. Celebration of the harvest and a commemoration of the children of Israel's dwelling in booths in the desert after the exodus from Egypt. Talmud, the body of teaching comprising commentary and discussion on the Mishnah from scholars of the 3rd to 6th centuries. Talmud. Targum, translation of the Bible into Aramaic. Targum, translation. Targum Onkelos, a Targum on the Torah, composed by a proselyte named Onkelos in the 2nd century. Targum Onkelos. Tav, the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet. Tav. Tiferet, beauty. The 6th Sephirah, male partner of Shekinah, trunk of the divine body, also called Rachamim, Tiferet, beauty. Tikkunei Zohar, embellishments on the Zohar. Oh, hey, Dawn, I'm reading what's called a book. Embellishments of on the Zohar, an early imitation of the Zohar, a wide-ranging commentary on the first portion of the Torah. Tikkunei Zohar. Torah, teaching. The first 5 books of the Bible, by extension, all religious teaching. Torah. Tosafot, collections of comments on the Talmud and on Rashi's commentary on the Talmud, composed between the 12th and 14th centuries in France and Germany. Tosafot. Tosefta, addenda, short pieces scattered through the Zohar. Most of them appear as utterances of a heavenly voice urging the comrades to open their hearts to the mysteries, Tosefta. The world that is coming, see above, and notes to Korban and Odla. Written Torah. The first 5 books of the Bible. In Kabbalah is symbol of Tiferet. Yanuka, the child. Story of a wonder child who teaches the comrades profound secrets. The rabbis encounter a child, Yanuka, the child. Yanuka. Yesod, foundation. The 9th Sephirah, who channels the flow of emanation to Shekhinah, also called Zadik. Yesod, foundation. Ya, short form of Yahweh that appears in poetry. Ya. Yahweh, the ineffable name of God. In the Zohar, it is often associated with Tiferet. Yahweh, Zadik, righteous one. The 9th Sephirah, Yesod, Zadik, righteous one. Zohar, splendor, radiance, splendor and radiance, Zohar. Zohar, Zohar Hadash, New Zohar, a collection of Zoharic texts found in manuscripts of the Safed Kabbalists after the printing of the book of the Zohar. Title is misleading since the volume contains much of Midrash Ha-Ne'alam, the oldest stratum of the Zohar. Okay, that's the glossary of the Zohar. I hope you like that reading. What'd you think, Rondell?
I liked it. The Zohar.
I'm gonna block this coach. Fucking spammers.
And that guy is a scammer, Coach David Lucas.
Yeah, pathetic. Okay, this is the return of Mojo. We're gonna listen to the rest of Woody Allen here on Club Random.
Very unlikely that you were guilty of this. It just, none of it makes sense.
You know, I want to make one other point on what you were saying a moment ago. There's a difference between the Me Too movement and the cancel culture. I mean, the Me Too movement, for whatever value it had in terms of advancing women's rights, is a valuable thing. Cancel culture is a totally different phenomenon. It may be related to it, it may have been utilized by it or by various, it's been utilized by various, but cancel culture is a pernicious thing. It's quite a bad thing. But in terms of, I always feel if you're going to be canceled by a culture, this is the culture to be canceled by.
Yes.
I mean, this is not a culture that we can be proud of.
Very low mental health. Otherwise, she came to my room, and I naturally speak, I didn't kick her. I was respectful to her. I didn't want to get her upset or something.
Yeah, it's impossible, but dude, you have no clue what you're dealing with.
I even joked with her.
Yeah, the two of us found it actually. He told, and we found the same thing.
How much?
Sorry?
How much do you know her?
How much do I know what?
Her.
Not much. Only I saw the video and I was talking to her a little bit before.
Give it a month.
What do you mean?
Give it a month and you'll figure things out. I've known her for years.
What do you mean give her a month?
Like,
I mean,
hang out with her for a month, and then you'll figure.
No, I don't wanna hang out with her.
You're gonna block her. That's the thing.
No, I'm not blocking anyone.
Call me a prophet. You are gonna block her.
Okay. But I'm not going to for her and talk to her for a month. I mean, if she comes to my room, whatever, she can do that. But because I was rude, not me. I was just a mod. But
almost in the room.
Yeah.
Old dirty bastard.
Yeah. That's low key French accent, but I'll give you like 7 for the effort.
Oh, man, it sounds the same to me.
Yeah.
Can you say يدعوك أحرونات?
Did I say what?
يدعوك أحرونات.
يدعوك أحرنوت. I actually like the.
Oh, good.
Thank you. I like the challenges that you give me.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. If you guys speak the way it's meant to be spoken, those around you won't feel like you are foreigners as much as they do. Aside from the fact that you're all blonde and shit, but like if you at least,
Blonde. I'm not blonde.
I'm telling you, man. Like if this is how,
Are you telling me that I'm blonde?
I don't know what you are, but I'm just saying it'll help those around you feel like you're from here.
I'll tell you what. That first of all, I think that Israeli, like Jewish people should learn Arabic, like more, because we study Arabic only as an optional subject between. We have to choose between French and Arabic in middle school, and that's a shame. I think that it has to be a mandatory subject.
I don't feel so. I don't think so. I mean, why would you learn that? It's only useful if you want to do counterterrorism, or if you want to do like business.
No, listen. 20% of the people here are Arabs. I mean, 1 out of 5. Like, think about that. This is a very useful language.
We're Arabized.
Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter if you're Arabized or not. You still speak Arabic. 1 out of
Matan,
5.
if you were president of Israel, Matan, what would your other 3 major priorities be? Because I mean, we could debate whether or not people should speak Arabic till midnight, but
English. I think English is better. Like what I'm telling you is not to pronounce Hebrew like an Arab would, but like Hebrew.
In the world premiere 2025.
Than it does in German. But the way you guys speak it, you speak like a German. You can't even say a wash. You say a wash.
I told you back in like not too long ago, like 30 something years ago, people used to say Rosh, but it was a cultural shift.
Yeah, that's the rise of the Ashkenazi.
Matan, take Arabi, Matan.
No, actually the Ashkenazi, it's not the rise of the Ashkenazi. Actually, there are much less Ashkenazis in Israel than Islam.
Matan, Matan,
It reduces with time, actually.
Matan,
It's the fall of Ashkenazis.
can I interrupt you real quick? I want to tell Evital something.
I'm just letting you know.
So, Evital, don't you find it amazing that El Normo is the least scientific person in the world? He just blindly accepts whatever big pharma and vaccines, and the industry tells him. Isn't that just the epitome of stupidity? What a schmuck. Had to say it.
John, could it be because he's invested in these companies and you're the schmuck for not investing?
No, I think Evital's right. My dad's actually the same way. My mom and everybody, they're all brainwashed.
Rabbi, now you're thinking like a Jew.
Motherfucker, I'm the Jews. What are you talking about? I'm telling you. I do cheeseburger.
Hey,
Rabbi,
Rico.
I think you should teach a Jew how to be a Jew.
I've been teaching Torah for like 4 years now.
That's it. I mean, it's like you've been teaching that for 20 years.
Fucking teacher, you sit there talking about nothing for 4 years. The guy's never taught a thing. I heard him like create 3 rooms once where he read a book and then he plays some weird like New Zealand preacher or something. The guy's dumb as a bag of shit.
If you wanna sound like a real Ashkenazi, you have to say Toy Ray.
Toy Ray.
Yeah.
I want to tell you why I have mixed feelings about the Ashkenazis, but
Okay.
I like how they dress.
Are you talking about the Hasidic? Are you talking about Hasidim?
What do you mean? If I show you know what, I'll show you a picture of Ashkenazi and Mizrahi, and you're going to tell me.
Yeah, today they don't know about the Mizrahis. They see Mizrahi.
Mizrahi, yeah.
Yeah, they get dressed in like stratification. I'd rather have the Ashkenazi, the black thing.
Okay.
John, what's the deal? Is Trump going to deploy the guard into the south side or what?
That's what they're saying. Like they're preparing for it, and you know the whole Chicago apocalypse is now. It's happening. They're deploying.
That's fucking wild.
There's trains coming in with Humvees. Like they're going to deploy, you know, thousands of soldiers throughout Chicago. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be so much fun. Hello, soldier. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. You know,
you need to create like YouTube content for your campaign and like go just kind of troll like the National Guard and like the people on the South Side and.
No, I have to get on the road and get more signatures. I spent the whole weekend getting signatures in Bloomington, Illinois, and it was so much fun. Just so many hot college chicks just running all around doing karaoke. It was a lot of fun, and I'm on the radio. So tomorrow the NPR interview comes out. I'm gonna have a big press splash on NPR.
Tell us what I want to stream that at Clubhouse.
Yeah, we will.
So why do you sound like you're radio broadcaster?
Because I've been, you know, chit-chatting on Clown House for many
It is
years.
broadcasting you on YouTube right now, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we're live on my
What
YouTube.
channel?
I think Danon is
It's in my profile. You can click my profile if you want to view my YouTube.
Not his channel, but he has a channel that no one checks except for him.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm exactly.
In the Muff World Premiere 2025.
It's not true though. My shorts are getting a lot of views. Look at the shorts section; those get a lot of views. But I still don't have many subscribers. What was that?
The Leprechaun one, do you still have it? The T one?
Yeah, it's on there. Just type in T Rob's Leprechaun song or T Rob's Potato song. You'll find it.
Potato Snack.
I was claiming that.
Robs.
Oh, he's an anti-Semitic N-word Tourette sufferer. He's basically got autism or Down syndrome.
That's true.
Yeah, he's got a mental health disorder. He's one of the dumbest people you could ever meet. I mean, how many times can you say the N-word? Like, how stupid are you? Like, what's the point? It's just stupid.
Nagger. What's wrong with saying naggers? I don't get it.
It's just a waste of time. I mean, you know, I'm just saying that.
John, why do you have like millions of videos of you taking video of your phone?
It's all club. I've been recording Clubhouse rooms. There's no reason to come here and listen.
Why are you wasting storage of
Google storage? Yeah.
Because he's been doing this for 5 years. He has like 5 years worth of content.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know who is crazier, you, John, or really, seriously.
It's a tough call.
You have to ask yourself. No, you don't understand.
I tend to lean towards John.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but the fact that people have been coming on here
Did you
for.
guys know that she was doing that?
Yeah, we've known for like 5 years, but
Wow.
honestly, nobody checks it. And
Like,
it's
why
there's
did
so
you-
much content that.
Yeah.
Like the videos, the millions of videos that she uploads, and every one of them has like 2 views, 1 view.
Yeah.
No, that's not me. I have Clubhouse fans.
So much storage for
I have Clubhouse fans. People follow my YouTubes just so they can see, you know, what room to go into or what's happening or what's the new drama. Oh yeah, a lot of people.
But they can instead of going to YouTube, they can go to Clubhouse.
I know, but they use me as I'm a filter, or basically I help organize it for some people.
Up to single person.
You know what, John? I'm going to make my own channel where I watch myself, record myself watching your video.
That's what I'm hoping for. That I create a movement of followers and friends that want to troll Clown House because it's pathetic.
People will see what's going on in Clubhouse only like on the second half or something, only through another recording. Oh my god! No, but I'll give you that, John. You're very consistent.
I help people stir the pot in a way that they can't do on their own because they're too lazy to record all of this.
I'm just letting you know, he's a total waste of time. If I were you, I would kick him.
This is Rabbi projecting.
Should I?
Go ahead, kick me. I don't care. I'm already here and anonymous. I'll just keep recording.
You're not a prophet, but I guess that this is what they're going to do, right?
Who told you about that?
What were they having? Were you guys against it?
Not me, I didn't see it.
I did.
He just, oh, you did?
You kicked John?
Yeah.
I like John.
I think that's him on the anonymous.
No, but fuck you, man. He's going to think that I did that.
Oh, who cares? He doesn't care. I kick him like he's the most kicked person on this app.
No, but seriously, like, the guy, no, I'm asking really seriously, why
He's
for
nuts.
5 years,
He's retarded. Like retarded.
Is he?
He's like a suicide guy.
I've never met somebody.
But he's funny though.
That's that.
He's a veteran.
Maybe it's funny, but I tell you what, Nura, you can sound, you can hear in the voice that something is off, right? But with this guy, he sounds like normal, and he does that.
There's nothing normal about him.
Maybe I'm innocent and I don't know anything about this world. I feel a little bit less innocent.
If you talk to him, you'll figure it out. He's a smart guy, but he's retarded, and he can afford being retarded
How
because
can you be a smart guy and retarded?
because he has all sorts of. He used to be he's a veteran. He used to be in the military, and so he makes money from the government, and they can't take him out. But he can't, like, nothing is gonna happen.
Gotcha.
Fine, he's fine, and he can afford not working and not doing anything, and I feel
Gotcha.
you just
Okay, but why does he do that in his like free time? Like,
that's what I'm telling you. He has his free time. That's what I'm telling you.
yeah, but he. Okay, so.
Your brain will pop if you have a lot of free time to.
True. Oh,
That's basically what it does. He's weird. I like him. I would definitely pick him up.
like basically he's recording his phone, like with a legit equipment.
Rabbi, would you buy John and Negroni?
Yes, I would buy him a penis colada.
A penis colada.
Oh, God.
A penis colada.
I would buy him. If I go to Chicago, I would definitely.
Can I get you a Negroni or a penis colada?
I think, yeah, I would meet him. But I would meet him, yeah, I would meet him. This will be interesting.
So I was looking for this Maya Silver, you said?
Yeah, but she's been gone for like years, if I'm not mistaken.
But it says that she's a Utah-based writer on his food, drink, and the environment. She is written for NPR and Iron Journal, Food 52. Is that the one?
I doubt that she works. No. Her real name is Esther.
So should I write like Maya?
Faces like this.
Silver?
I don't always want to pull my mask
No,
on.
I don't even know.
Like, I'm on the spectrum. I'm not diagnosed, but I know for a fact my dad had
she's
acne
legit.
issues before he
Right,
was
so I really
exact. Right. I know.
I doubt she works.
Oh, there you go, Maya Esther.
I'll say hello to Mojo. That is John.
That's right.
Very good.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't you, Matan. I knew it was Yao who kicked me.
Did you kick him again?
She kicked him again.
No, I
Oh,
couldn't.
it's back, it's you.
I couldn't talk.
But okay, but John, can I ask you an honest question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Why would you like record your phone and put it on
YouTube.
every day? Yeah.
Well, Rabbi was pretty accurate in describing what I'm doing, but I'm a filmmaker, and this just happens to be the medium that I'm filming as an artist.
That's not the film.
It is a film. It's on YouTube.
That's your.
It's a video. That's called a film.
It's a scam.
Okay, but so.
Yeah, Scam Movie Incorporated.
Wait. So if I make a video of a black screen with white noise on YouTube, that will do as well?
Do you have that? Do you have Down syndrome?
No.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this thing.
Well, I come here to film a cast of characters who every day stir the pot and waste all their time, like Rabbi here, who projects on me everything he
But
says.
why? Okay, So the reason that
He wants to buy me a penis colada and a Negroni. The guy is a schmuck. He's lucky he's in Canada working in finance. He should be back in Jordan picking up fucking goat shit and squeezing goat milk out. That's where this fucking sand N-word belongs.
Picking up olives. You mean?
Picking olives. I've been to Jordan. They don't even have parking spots. They just park in the middle of the fucking street. They're a bunch of N-words that he... This is why this piece of shit loves to use the N-word all the time.
John, but the question is why would you do that?
Why am I recording everything on Clown House? Because there's no reason to come here and listen to it if I'm not recording it. Why would I waste my time here with a bunch of losers who waste all their time? Plus, I get the... Matan, it's how I play the game. It's how I play King of Clown House. It's called King of Clubhouse. You record everybody and you cause chaos for everybody by recording them, and there's nothing they can do about it.
That's not funny if only you are the player.
Well, see,
he uses it to black.
No, we're playing. We're just unwilling participants in the game.
listen, they created Anonymous just for me because I caused them such a problem because so many people kept reporting me saying this guy, John Kitover, is recording us and we don't consent. So Clubhouse said, you know what? Fine, we'll create Anonymous for you. And that's what they did for me. Yeah, that fucking Amos exact. They took the liability off of themselves. That's why they did Anonymous. They said it's a feature.
Is that a fun game for you?
I'm having fun. Life is good. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy.
Okay. As long as perfect.
Is this helping your campaign?
Yeah, he is recording you and he uses it against you in the future. That's
It's called capital surveillance. It's the future economy.
he doxed,
We're going into hyperinflation. This will be the only thing that'll be worth anything.
He doxed Brad. He doxed Brad Stauffenberger.
That's right. I doxed him because he comes on here and he makes death threats. Because he comes on here and makes death threats, and he basically slandered me for 3 days straight. So you know what? I fought back, and I reported him to the authorities, to his employer.
Habibi, just because you're stolen valor doesn't mean that you get to dox people.
Habibi, let me tell you this. You should be back in Jordan making a shawarma for some fucking Palestinian, you piece of shit. You're lucky you're even here talking to me in English. You're lucky you even speak English.
John, are you recording right now?
Of course, yes.
Link is in my profile, sir.
Are you recording right now?
Of course.
If I'm on here listening to you, I'm recording you. There's be no reason for me to waste my time talking to people like you or Rabbi.
How many views do you expect this episode to be?
Well, let me check real quick. How many people are watching? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. What's 0 plus 10 zeros? 0, right?
But John, I'm talking about this episode when it's going to air, like in the future.
Yeah, well, everything that I stream live goes to private after you end it, and then after a couple weeks, I let it build up, and then I use my desktop to go through it and make everything public. I do like 1,000 videos at a time.
He's wasting his damn time.
I'm creating an archive of Clown
Don't
House.
you think that? But don't you? I mean, that's beautiful. Seriously.
Yeah, I've reported Amir to the. Yeah, you're all participants, even if you don't consent. That's the beautiful thing about capitalism.
Did you ever see the movie American Beauty where the boyfriend and the daughter is like reporting a trash bag? You know what I mean?
Look, it's very easy.
Oh,
All you have to do is like say the N-word and shit, and then report them. Keep saying like racist shit, and then go to the
Rabbi, it won't work. And the fact of the matter is, nobody cares about what you had to say.
You see, Rabbi, you think like a Jew. That's what I like about you.
I'm a Talmudic scholar, dude. I've been so for 3 years.
Yeah.
The guy's on FetLife raping young women in Canada, doing all kinds of demonic sex acts to people. This piece of shit shawarma maker is a scumbag loser. Believe me, that's why I record all these losers, because I'm not a loser. The people on here are fucking losers. That's what people don't understand.
Don't worry.
Well, he's in the audience.
How many?
He's the animal. That's it.
Wait, is he the anonymous with laser on the flag?
Yeah, that's him.
That's right.
But he is right. I do have.
You kicked him again?
I don't play beyond.
Yeah, I did this time. Wait, so he's paying? Okay.
No, he's the one with the sunglasses.
Hey, John.
Hey, John. I wish we could kick you. This is crazy.
You say
Come
for
on.
yourself, but
I'm in shock. I'm speechless. I don't know. I mean, listen, I knew that like American people are crazy, but I didn't know like how much. To what
That's what
extent.
all you have to do is just keep dropping N bombs and say shit, and then you can go report his YouTube.
And that's a good idea.
And in the past. And then they shut down his everything, and he lost his Instagram like that.
Because somebody
That's
said
right.
the N-word.
wait, what happened?
No, not because of that, but like you could do that. You can just keep saying nigger over and over again, and then you go
So
to
why don't you do that?
I always do it. No, I don't report it.
But you will not be able to identify which episode, like, and which season he published it. He published that in.
All you need is one.
Yeah, true. But let's say that you say the N word there. You have to identify exactly which episode he's going to upload it, right?
It will be almost every single one of them. There's a lot of wild shit being said, so it's very easy to record that, to report like that. Also, if you really want to, you can set your VPN to California. If I'm not mistaken, in California, no one can. You're not allowed to record me unless I consent or some shit, or maybe it's that New York. I forgot which one.
Clubhouse.
Yeah, you can. It depends on which state you're in. You can claim that you've been recorded without your consent. And that means that it's not okay.
In Florida, it's a two-party consent. But I believe California.
So if it is in Florida, that means you can set your VPN to Florida, and then you can report it. If that's, I don't like to report. I don't report shit, but you guys are Jews. You love to report, so you should start.
Yeah, of course. We do.
Daddy.
Wait, but you're a Jew as well, Rabbi.
I'm not a Jew. Some people say.
No.
I mean,
Rabbi.
to me, you are a Jew.
You're taking the CFA.
Daddy and Nora have been on video call this entire time.
Yeah, they're both sharing dick pics probably to each other. It doesn't matter. But why do you say I'm a Jew? There's a recent trend of Jews in
To me, you're a Jew.
You're not Torah.
Why? Because I keep telling them, no, I'm not. And they keep insisting, yes, you are. I'm telling, dude, I'm not. And they say, yes, you are. So what is it?
You're not Torah and how to discount the cash flow.
Because your Christian posted me in, and
Because I know that.
Wait, Rabbi, are you Orthodox or Catholic?
Of course, Orthodox, but black.
Yeah. No, because you know that there are also Catholics in churches in Israel.
Yeah, but like, I'm Orthodox, man. If you're not Orthodox, you're something else, as far as I'm concerned.
That makes sense.
Yeah. No, I don't do that Catholic stuff. But regardless, I don't know why is it that you think I'm a Jew?
You act like a Jew, you talk like a Jew, you know.
you've got Jewish
That
energy.
makes sense. Yeah, you have. Yeah.
So
Some people, I call it Judar.
just because
That's
I'm a
And
Jew.
The Jewishness. I don't know. You can tell when somebody's Jewish.
Well, that's very
You know your people, and
That's
you've
very
got some of that in you. You've got that.
I think that's the biggest compliment that you can get from a Jew, by the way.
That's super anti-Semitic.
Why? No, it's the opposite. It's the opposite of anti-Semitic.
You're saying this nigga knows the Torah, he likes finance, and he likes to
No,
make
it's
money.
like how you talk,
That's
how
right.
you argue, how you're.
But do you like to make money?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Of course, I like to make money.
Excellent. So, welcome to the club.
Yeah, but that's not even a Jewish thing. That's a Middle Eastern thing. We all like gold. We all like money.
No, but no, give it to the Jews. I mean,
That's like a human thing.
yeah, it is a human. But I don't know what's
The appointment of the officers and the authority of training a militia according to the discipline prescribed by Congress to exercise exclusive legislation in all cases whatsoever over such district not exceeding 10 miles square is made by session of particular states and the acceptance of Congress become the seat of the government of the United States. To exercise line authority over all places.
True.
Augustus, that is, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course.
You don't know how many people.
Is the person who's English from England, ma'am?
Now we can
Is the person who's British from
stop it, but Jews don't like Bitcoin. At least initially, fuck no.
That's why you're racist. Okay.
But that's what it is. Banks don't like Bitcoin.
Oh, banks. Right.
No, banks don't like Bitcoin.
Right.
Bitcoin changes the entire game.
And Jews are banks.
Jews own a lot of banks.
They are the bank itself.
Yeah, like the Fed said that all the heads were Jews, except for well, Jerome Powell is not a Jew, but everyone else is.
He's a Jesuit.
Yeah, but don't say that.
Like Ben Bernanke is a Jew. What's her name? Jenner is a Jew, etc., etc. So there's a million. So, anyways, the connections are there. Like you can say it's anti-Semitic, no problem. I am an anti-Semite, but
Are you?
yeah. But
You're the first anti-Semite rabbi.
I'd say it's like the kind that fetishizes Jews, though, not the kind that like
But I doubt.
disrespect.
Yeah, did you say that this rabbi is anti-Semite?
I am an anti-Semitic racist.
Yeah, I mean, Jews, yeah.
I don't really have.
It's probably a little bit unhealthy.
You're Jews in my life.
You cannot say such a word.
Is it like
I don't take Jews. I think of them.
She doesn't.
Muslims.
It depends what charity you're talking to. You do not know how bad it is.
I don't like Muslims either.
Until you listen to Clubhouse Rooms.
What do you like?
Wonder if perhaps, you know,
Exactly.
Down syndrome
I'm not really a big fan of
is pervasive in society. More pervasive than holds on to it.
What does the Torah say about that?
I am objectively anti-Semitic, I think. What does the Torah say about what?
About hating people.
I don't care about the Torah, I care about the Talmud.
Okay, but the Talmud is religious jurisprudence.
I am argued in a traditional sense. I once stumbled upon the red gem of the god Sitarak while in the army. The moment I touched it, I gained the power of the avatar of Sitarak. That is how I became the juggernaut. My main ability is a limitless strength and near invincible defense. Once I charge in a direction, even the Hulk would struggle to block me. But my defense against such attacks is weak. That is why I wear a massive helmet. This helmet can effectively block some psychic intrusions. Of course, I also have a fatal weakness. I may have immense power in my body. My intelligence does not match it. At first, mutants
What is
became...
the most embarrassing thing in
That is true.
Last year, one of the best shit is like,
Okay, Rabbi, what's the most embarrassing thing in Islam? Like the hadith or whatever?
And the Hadith?
Yeah, because there are some crazy hadiths out there, right?
Yeah, there are. I would say, like, adult breastfeeding, licking each other's fingers after you finish eating.
What the fuck, really?
Yeah, instead of washing your hands.
That's new. I've never heard about that.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's also,
So instead of washing my hands after somebody would lick my hands.
yes,
Okay, perfect. What else?
everyone would be looking at it. There's things like fucking dead people to give them rest.
Oh my god, what the fuck? No, don't say that.
Yeah, necrophilia, yeah. Drinking drinking
Okay.
piss of the camel and stuff. That is an interesting story.
Oh,
There's a lot of things there.
yeah. What about Christianity?
None of that. We don't have things like
I
that.
got funny. Oh, you're funny.
I would love to see it.
I don't know.
We have-
I know.
So just like we have Talmud and they have like Hadith and stuff, like we have the church fathers, but they don't say like there's nothing about these things.
Yeah, they do not write it down, but they say or do.
ChatGPT says that it doesn't say anything about licking others' fingers.
Oops, Rabbi.
So are you talking about?
Do you have the page version?
I can find it if you really need me to. I can find it.
Do you have the page version, Josh?
Sunnah Ibn Majah, Hadith 2032. When one of you eats, he should not wipe his hand until he has licked it or had it licked. But there's always context, right? I guess scholars explain.
There's always context. It's funny.
Scholars explain that this refers to licking your own fingers, or sometimes.
That is a thing. That's right.
I've never seen Muslims licking each other's fingers, though.
That means they're not good Muslims.
They're definitely not.
But hadith it just means word of mouth, right? Like.
Yeah, but that's Sahih. This is Bukhari. I'm Muslim.
Can you explain to us?
Sahih Bukhari is Sahih, which means correct. The narrations are ranked. There's Da'if, there's Sahih, there's other ranks also, but like Sahih is Sahih. That means it is true. And you have two Sahih Muslim and Sahih Bukhari. These are two Sahihs, and they're both saying the same story. Like Sunnis cannot reject that. Shiites have a different narration, but Sunnis can't reject this.
Are there any? So Sahih Bukhari and the other Sahih, they are both Sunni.
Yeah.
Okay, so everything that's embarrassing belongs to this.
What up? Good evening, everybody. We got Megatron here. Megatron, you had to get a new account? What happened? Rob, what's good?
Are you running for mayor or something?
No, Congress. Federal Congress.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Am I okay?
Habibti.
Sorry, I'm in a clubhouse room too.
Afwan Habibti.
No, I've had a hard day. How are you? No, I'm a Catholic Muslim.
Catholic Muslim? That must be a new religion Princessia created.
Both my parents are, like my mom, she's just a traditional
Muslim.
person that just does the rituals but doesn't really have
Ritualistic.
the iman like my father. But Allahu A'lam, people never know what's in your heart. And my father was a very, very learned man.
Scholar.
Under different circumstances, he would have been a scholar.
Ooh. But circumstances didn't prescribe. Habibi.
I'm Palestinian. Winta.
What the fuck is that?
And in that same scenario, do you get more back in in your tax return than married than you did single?
Yeah, but I do make I
Here.
fucking deflecting. Smoke's not here. This has nothing to do with her. I can't fucking put it up with the shots. Smoke's not here.
Oh, are you done? Hold on, Penny. Hold on. Oh, hold on, Big Mama. Hold on. Hey, okay, you gotta chill.
Something happened there, Abby?
I mean, that's really a lot of fun.
Oh, it's fucking awesome. I love that kind of stuff.
You can buy unlimited for an hour there.
To be seen, it's not just about it's about being known. You know, being around people who make you feel seen and make you feel known.
That's a very vain way of looking at things.
You don't even know what he's talking about. You just came in here to noise troll.
I didn't know he's troll. I'm giving my opinion about his opinion.
What the fuck are you talking about? You don't even know what he's talking about.
John, why are you giving reporters to fucking Nathan? Is this who the fuck's out of you on?
Nathan looks at my YouTube.
Fucking platform.
I didn't send him anything. I don't talk to Nathan. I don't talk to him. No, yeah, from my YouTube. I've been on here for years. He subscribes to my YouTube. I can't help it if somebody looks at my YouTube channel. It's not my problem.
I'll bring your garbage up here so you can run your gay little campaign. And this is what you do? You go give it to fucking Nathan?
You didn't do some kind of fundraiser or platform me or do a Q&A interview. You didn't do shit with your vodka bottle and your stained wife beater. It's disgusting. You're disgusting, Toxic. Your name is Toxic.
This is what you fucking do after all I did for you? Nobody else fucking
Oh,
did.
wow. Wow. All you did for me. Thank you very little, Dr. Toxic.
I'm one of your 5 fucking viewers on YouTube.
First of all, I moved that.
Yeah, do his bitch ass.
I moved him. I moved him because, he went and showed Nathan pictures of this room, recorded shit, after we trusted this nigga. A lot of niggas know this guy don't fuck with you, and then he gave you a fucking chance.
I didn't say Nathan anything.
You spit in our fucking face. And then you think you will walk up in here and talk to us like you cool with us? You a snake. You a flip under Nathan's ass.
I am a snake. Fucking snake.
Oh, you're talking about Zayd bin Haritha. Yes. Oh, you're talking about so Muhammad adopted him.
He's a snake.
Well, then Muhammad adopted him and he got him to marry a woman. And then one day Muhammad went to visit Zayd bin Haritha. And he went to his home, but instead of finding him, he found his wife and he found her naked. And then he liked her. And because
just like her.
Oh, have a good evening.
No, his think went up.
Why are you guys getting
Don't forget the details, please.
Yeah. And then he put a curse on Zayd bin Haritha of a sort, where his penis wasn't able to perform. Long story short, he stole his adopted son's wife from him.
It's in Islam.
She became Muhammad's wife.
He's had
and
this.
the whole place, they went wild. How can this thing happen? And because of that, then he revoked adoption.
Not only this. After this happened, there's a Quran surah now in Quran where it said, okay, go on.
I think you're talking about Surah An-Nisa.
I don't say it, but you can go ahead. Where it says, so it will not be a shame on you from our prophets. We did give you the wife of your adopted son Yazid. So you will not be.
The way they justify it. The way they justify it is that. Come on, bro. We took the church now.
Oh, this stupid shit. He came back as a I forgot about that stupid shit.
He can't record with it. He can't, because he can't use the function of the mic or the chat room.
No, he could. What are you talking about? Of course he could record.
Yeah, he records legally, like not from the ad though, not from his account.
Well, Chris, just be aware of everything that you're
I wasn't even saying nothing at all about it, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll just change the top.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fucking weirdo, what are you doing? What was that you talking about? Oh, fuck you.
You should have paid attention. It was good shit too. It was good.
I was like, how I go put the kid to sleep? I might as well finish my paperwork so I can leave on time. I never finish on time. I always do my shit that late.
They think I'm stupid. Mommy's stupid. And mommy don't know nothing. She don't care. She all right. They want you to live right. Now that you stand up on your own 2 feet and let them know to stop that bullshit, they like, oh shit. Now they like, oh man. Now they gonna blame it on me. What I mean by blame it on me, oh mommy, this is rich. Mommy doing this. She wasn't doing that, but she wasn't messing with rich.
I heard it. Like FBI agent.
Oh yeah. So.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh no, man. No. What the fuck you mean?
I want to get my revenge so fucking bad.
Good say that. Oh, that's what it is.
I'm telling you right now, if concrete or dirt come in this space, they're getting removed from the room. Concrete or dirt.
Can I at least punch them niggas? Like,
Eric.
Like, I want to come at Eric in this fucking room.
Why? What did they do? They were modded. Concrete was modded?
Oh, yeah.
No. Eric was modded because of concrete.
Oh, okay. So we're just mad at Eric then.
Well, concrete is always going to do what concrete does. Like, that's just who concrete is. But Eric was not abusing me. And so, but be in my back channels. So it's like, make it make sense. But he came here and saw I was modded. He immediately left. He immediately left because he knew I was going to kick him.
I warned him about that. I warned him about his mom abusing. I did.
He's the worst. I forgot how terrible he is.
Him and Matt. Matt. I've never been kicked out and blocked, so I couldn't come back into the rooms. Except Matt did, yeah.
Did you say something?
Yeah, and then I had told everybody, and then I was able to get back in the room. But yeah, he was just hating. But so I just saw this really cool. Oh my gosh, I saw this really cool TikTok, and this is what it says. It says this guy, he traveled to the healthiest communities in the world to find out what are things that they do and to stay healthy. And he came up with I think it's 6 things, and this is what they are. He says in Hong Kong, they practice broth culture, where soups made with organ meats are eaten almost daily. In Japan, they practice Shinrin Yoku, a special time set aside to be in the forest, to walk in the forest. In Italy, they practice I'm sad that I'm not even gonna passeggiata, Passeggiata, an evening walk through town after dinner for digestion. In Switzerland, they practice Alpwandern, the Sunday ritual of hiking mountain trails and spending the day outdoors, which is kind of like the other one. But in Spain, they practice the siesta, a midday rest after lunch that gives energy and reduces stress. And then the last is in Finland, they practice the sauna, heating the body for circulation and sweating toxins. So that's cool. We'll incorporate all those shits. All of them. We do a lot of bone broth. Do you guys do a lot of bone broth?
It's nasty.
You gotta doctor it up. You
Sorry.
can't just eat it just plain. You gotta put some fresh
Sorry,
garlic,
it's there somewhere.
like real garlic, like not like pre-chopped and squeezable garlic. I'm talking like the raw cloves. Chop them up.
Too many videos.
Get some turmeric. Get some curry. Get some.
I did all that and it still tastes nasty.
Really?
I'm running for Congress.
I do beef broth. Beef bone broth.
No time
It's
to
disgusting.
curate the madness.
But it's good for you. It has a lot of electrolytes.
Running for
and
Congress,
it's the
no time
best
to
thing
curate the
to,
madness.
drink to break your fast. It's awesome. But it tastes absolutely fucking disgusting.
Not mine. Out of the box, yeah, nasty. But after I put the little special touches on, ooh.
I love a good broth. I've been eating a lot of pho and Korean ramen lately, and it has been touching my soul.
Yeah, it's really good for the fall.
I'll never forget. So when I was living in Texas, we had my love and I, we like love to go to this pho spot. It was like our very first date was a pho spot,
Running
right?
for Congress, no time
We
to
didn't
curate the
know.
madness.
Like what time they closed, because they would always be like closed and open at random hours, and we kept thinking like, oh, maybe they're just supposed to be closed. And they were so like no marketing or anything. They were like one of those little holes in the wall where they just totally run off of community love for this.
End of the room. Like a pussy. Hey, Toxic, there he is. Fucking piece of shit. Hey, Be My Toxic, welcome to the new Chillism house. Congratulations, you made it. You're all here. Come on up, say hi. We just live streamed your pathetic conversation about nothing. What a waste of time. Hey, Beema, great TikTok story there, girl. Great job. Beautiful. I'm not trying to bully you, Beema. I'm just saying it's boring. Hey, Chris, there you are, Chris.
That's okay. It was boring. So as soon as you came in the room, we stopped having the conversation.
That's not a me problem. That's a you problem. I'm anonymous here. I'm working. I'm making films. I'm a filmmaker, Beema.
The gems were made with ears that were honorable enough to hear them, and yours were not one of them. I'm sorry.
Beema, I gotta get back to work. Is there something you need to say? Anything else?
Oh no, nothing else.
Look at all these chillism. Here you are, everybody here. Everybody's in the house. Welcome to Chillism Brain Rot Clowns. That's you I'm talking about. That's right. We're all gonna die. We only have so much time left. I'm trying to help you. Meanwhile, you try to punch me in the nose. I've been punched in the nose before, but on Clown House, you can't get my nostril. All you can do is talk your shit in the chat unless you want to come up and be a man. You're so smart. You want to have a good time. I know you do.
I find it funny that they're so obsessed with my heritage and my background and all this other stuff. Brad's last name is as German as you're going to get. But for 5 years, he's telling people he's Irish. It's amazing to me. Like, I'm not going to dox him, tell him his last name. I'll let Edmund do that. John Kitover do that. But that dude is as Irish as I am. What's that, Akima?
Hey, Chris.
What up,
Hi, Monica.
Black King, the truth, the one and truth and only and last black
What up?
Listen, this is what I'm going to do, Akima.
I'm listening to JB's room. It's called Come On In, Captain, Let's Debate.
I'm gonna sell someone tonight so she can take you guys.
I think he's talking about Pepe.
Because you guys should have met already a long time ago.
First of all, you don't have to do that. Never ready. She got coffee, I had tea, we can go out to lunch. Never ready. She can say the word. It's on me. You hear that?
I heard that.
Make it happen.
She said she's free Tuesday.
She went out.
I'm free every day.
Kitover's fall from grace.
Leave one voice in that gay ass shit nobody care about.
Word, see?
You don't have any evidence. I never talked to Nathan. I don't spend any time thinking about him, talking to him, communicating with him.
How many times I brought you a shot? How many times I brought you up in the group?
Well, you're making false accusations. I don't appreciate it.
I got the screenshot of you giving him the message. Nigga, fuck you mean?
No, you ain't got no screenshot posted, dog. You full of shit.
So if I posted in my PTR, you gonna suck my dick, faggot?
Why would I want to suck your tiny little micro dick, you fucking Schwartz piece of shit?
Cause you a lying ass nigga.
No, you a lying ass N-word. You a snake. That's what you are. Are you accusing me of being a snake? That means you a snake. You a dirty dog.
I'm gonna steal your name.
Oh, go ahead. Promote me. I need clones to do my bidding, dummy. Get to work.
Can't believe it, Gaz. You think you're gonna make it good over there at that chillism?
We're going to Congress, stupid. We don't care about Chillism and Nathan and his brain rot and Tali and her brain rot. You think we give a fuck about their brain rot or your brain rot anymore? We use you for content. You're just a piece of the product. You're just a piece of the product. You are the product. I'm using you. I am a parasite. You're just a host. We're drinking your essence. You keep talking about essence. We are sucking it. We are sucking your essence into YouTube at this very moment. You're all being platformed. We're using you. You're meaningless. You're slaves. You're just drones. Worker bees. Get to work.
Do that.
What I thought was clever.
Oh shit! Walking ass.
Getting really clever.
What's that goofy, nigga? Why you keep buying the same thing, man? That's good for the soul. So ancestors love that shit.
And they are presenting evidence in the back screen. Like they interrogated her with evidence, and then they presented her to substantiate everything. And I know nothing about the law, but I follow it, and it was fascinating to me because she really did catch herself. Ethics on
de nada.
What are you doing?
Maricón puta.
When you left, all those fucking things, every single fucking HK, all of them. Everybody did.
Did you hear what that lady told me?
let me ask you something, sir. Where's the infamous audio of Pepe doxing Roger? Because it seems to be the center of all of this back and forth for weeks. It was mentioned again earlier in Pepe's room. Well, what's up, BB? Nobody can find the gosh darn audio, and we need the specific time codes to put this shit to bed, and everyone seems to think you have the receipts. Where's the receipts, sir?
Yeah, you're right. I do have the receipts, but I'm not going to go digging through the box to do your work for you. I hate to break the bad news to you, but I record Clown House. It's all the John Kitover Incorporated. I'm running for Congress. I'm a little too busy right now to worry about pot stirring and personal beefs. That might be a you problem, not a me problem. That's why I record everything. I let it go.
The biggest contribution to your campaign, sir.
And I'm number two, David.
And as the biggest contributor to your campaign, sir, the least you can do is get me that one fucking clip, sir.
I just like the fact that he said he's not going to do my work. My work, you're the one with 100 phones recording all the rooms for the past 5 years.
Yeah, I do the heavy lifting. You haven't subscribed yet. You should be watching the YouTubes.
John, tell me where
Why don't you guys figure out how to use the internet? Click my profile, go to YouTube, go back 3 to 4 weeks, and start sniffing around.
John, he's just asking you. If you do that, I'll open a room for your campaign. How about that? Give a little, get a little.
Well, now we're talking business.
Hey, John, $20 an hour. They say it's like 12 hours of video. I'll pay $20 an hour to find that part.
Listen, Hakima, you may have committed election, you may have committed finance fraud when you contributed just to kick Monica to the goo. People are complaining to the Federal Election Commission about your donation.
The Federal Election Commission does not give a guide. So let's get the receipts so we can move on with our life.
Well, like I said, I'm running for Congress. If you want to raise a fundraiser campaign Q&A room while I search through my YouTube for you, I'll do that. That's business. Let's talk business.
No. Just tell Biggie where he could look. We'll send him the clip and let him do it, because this dude will actually find it. And I promise.
Well, when was it?
Let me finish. I've always been a man of my word to you. You have my word. I will open up a campaign room for you.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you really want me to look, I'll start looking. But I have, there's so many videos. That's the problem. There's just too many videos to go through at this point. But it is 3 weeks ago, I believe. So the timestamp, it's, I think, 3 weeks at this point.
Didn't you send me something with 12 hours?
Yeah, there's a lot of videos like that where I just let the live stream go for the whole day. That's the hard part about finding this audio. The thing is, everybody who was in that room heard what Pepe did, including Roger. That's the moment it all ended. I cross-streamed Pepe into Roger's room. We all listened to it. So if that's the doxing audio you're looking for, which I'm sure that's what you're looking for, unless there was a side room, that's the only audio that I know of, and that was all live streamed on 10 different YouTubes, and on Clubhouse. But they clipped that Clubhouse account when they did the mass deletions of me, Roger, Pepe, and Matt Cool, and anybody else that they clipped, including, well, I don't think Slippers got clipped because there's no party hat with a slipper. So that was the big boom room. That was what is manifest.
Let me ask you a question. So you heard him say Roger's work history?
No, that's what I'm saying. It was a side room, I think, because I've heard that there's that side room.
I heard him say it. 7, 8 days ago.
Well, then I don't have that. I've never heard Pop.
He said there's a video of Roger on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really paying that much. He was talking all about it. He was talking about his job. He was talking about everything.
Well, I can't produce those receipts.
It's hard to believe that he said it 7, 8 days ago.
I don't have those receipts.
I heard Pepe say you're in a room 7, 8 days ago.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to believe that Pepe said it 7, 8 days ago.
He did.
Yeah, that could have been another one. The point is, the joy is in seeing Pepe scream and squirm and get on the ground like a worm, because that's what he is.
Okay, John, I'm on your page. Where do I go? Videos?
Yeah, go to live stream and then go back like 3 weeks and, spend 4 hours looking for this, 3-minute audio clip.
It's going to be more than 4 hours, baby.
Yeah, no problem.
John, this is the hottest clip on Clubhouse, the most in-demand clip. Had you been thinking, sir, you could have made money selling this clip because people want it for replays.
Well, I did make money. We raised $600 out of that room, and I have already spent $400. We've just gathered 100 signatures in Bloomington. We had an incredible time, and our NPR interview comes out tomorrow.
I'm going to say this publicly. You get me that clip where he doxes Roger, I will match the 600 myself.
Well, I don't have a clip of him talking about his work employment history, his employer, other than the room that was live streamed that Roger himself heard, because I asked Roger, I said, Roger, do you want me to, there's a room with Pepe, do you want to hear it? He said, yeah, let's play it. So we put Pepe in the room, live stream, cross stream the rooms. And so that's what I'm saying. That audio doesn't have the docs that you're looking for. It's a roast of Roger. Pepe insulted Roger for like 10 minutes. That's what the room was about. It was a roast room of Roger. That's what happened. Dr. Love here probably keeps up with my YouTube videos. See, I have people on here that use me as a way to, observe Clubhouse.
I haven't watched not one of your videos
You got pictures of me in my underpants in your cell phone. You're my number one fan, Jazzy. Post my PTR, me in my underpants doing yoga.
I'm sorry that I broke you down into pieces and that you and your 55 phones that you're constantly recording on, I'm probably being recorded on right now, are in your house flailing, right? I don't care.
That's the question. Would you tell us why? You don't have the file or anything? I mean, how? Okay.
The weird part is he thinks he's doing something profound for society to let people listen to a bunch of people on Clubhouse just spew nonsense.
I just love how I'm the center of attention. Isn't that great being the center of attention? Isn't it great recording all these people talk about nothing, wasting all their time?
Too much time on your hands. You need a job, and you need to do something productive for society as a man.
That's called projection.
Get a family, create some kids, do something.
Who are you, Tony? Are you Tony Montana? Who are you, Tony Montana, talking to your nurse or something? Go to the gym and read a book, you big complainer.
You're a bad case for a 40-something-year-old.
Go to the gym and read a book, you big complainer.
Well, John, I moved you down. I don't want you to insult the Jazzy. That's not cool, man. You want to come back up, and be respectful. I understand you're a little batshit crazy, but we're not doing that with Jazzy.
Yeah, and I just think this too. Like, why even talk to me when I come in the room? Right? Then what the hell? Don't talk to me.
All right, we got Elliot Max coming up. I don't even know who this person is. Let's see. Elliot, you have your hand raised. I try to bring you up.
Yeah, Slippers, you can do whatever you want, but if you're just going to project on me like Jazzy, I mean, it's not a me problem. It's a you problem.
Elliot, who are you?
Oh, I'm from Germany. I'm a medical doctor.
You're from where?
I'm from Germany.
Okay, what brings you to the stage?
I'm from Germany, but I don't understand English or little.
Now, why come to the stage, you fucking idiots? Trolls, man. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 anonymouses. All right. The room is starting to pick up. The other day we had 11 anonymous. We had 32 people, 11 were anonymous.
You're generating more money for Clubhouse than any other host. They should be paying you weekly to do these rooms.
Hey, there's no last thought right there. Because you got that anonymous feature they're using in the stadium room is definitely generating money for Clubhouse. It ain't much, but it's definitely more than any other room.
Oh, hold on. Let me. We got Bima here. Bima, who is, in my opinion, one of the top 10 pieces of shit on this app. Right, loves to complain about me. Bima, go to Chillism. I don't want you in my spaces. I don't even know why you come in.
No.
Yeah, she came in the other day. Chillism's the greatest place on this app. Every other place is shit. Well, if that's the case, why are you here? Huh? So you can run back like the little snitch you are? Let me take the trash out.
No, well, I can't tell you how to run your room.
Fuck that bitch. She's a two-faced snake. I grow tomatoes too.
Well, she accused me of recording their Chillism 4.0 and sending it to Nathan, and they called me a snake. And this is why I say a lot of people project on me in the same way that, unfortunately, people project on Donald Trump all day, every day on this app.
John, please do me a favor, John. Seriously, I'm asking you respectfully. Not wants to bring you back up, that's something. But you playing the victim card will never fly in my space. Just my opinion. Now, if you want to bring him up, be my guest.
Well, he doesn't have his hand raised, and even though he said I look like Harry Carey with my glasses, he said I have Harry Carey glasses, which I think is actually quite funny. But it's all good. It's luckily I have a great sense of humor. John, if you want to come back up, I don't mind you, John. I'm probably one of the few people on this app who does. So not too much on Nye going forward, okay? You want to come?
Yo, let me tell you something.
Dima, yo, he does not like you. Boy, does he hate you. Why does he call you a snake?
I mean, I don't think that it's funny. Like, I don't think that it's funny. I literally just wrote a message for the governor's office of the state of Illinois. Like, this man is not sane. Not sane. And I'm also going to call the Illinois Department of Mental Health. Like, this man is not well.
Wait, I love Adam.
There's no such department, Adam.
Okay, so PTR.
Oh, shit.
I literally called the governor's office of the state of Illinois. Like, this is crazy.
Well, they don't have mental institutions anymore. They just Baker at people and put them back into society.
You hear this shit, Dima? They're trying to get him institutionalized. And Adams is a guy who needs to be institutionalized. This is how deep the fucking doxing goes here.
Like a jail. But there's no mental institutions in Florida.
All because I sit here and record them talking shit, wasting their time. Exactly. The funniest thing is I've got the receipts. I've got the recordings. Let the audience, let the public decide who's crazy, who's obnoxious, who's stupid. They're stupid. They know I'm recording them, but yet they keep putting on their show, projecting on me, casting all their dispersions. This is what gossip is and slander, libel, defamation. This is what it is. This is how it works, Bimo. I'm recording it live.
What's up, Jackals? What's up, George? What's up, Faith?
Of course, nobody watches it, though. That's the problem. Nobody cares because they know it's a waste of time.
Mahmoud. How you guys doing? If you want to come up, you're more than welcome to. We're really not talking about anything that you're going to be tame later on, trust me. Marshall Rankin, how you doing?
Good. Marshall Hawaii 5-0. What are you doing?
Hawaii 5-0.
Let's see that he is.
So, JB, can you look at my PTR?
Yeah, he called some Chicago. He's been reporting me or something, or calling some like mental health hotline.
I fail to understand
And they have been calling me. I had to block their number because they called me.
Like I said, I called the governor's office of Illinois, and I'm a concerned citizen from California that is very, very aggrieved in the behavior as far as this person
See,
in the state of
fucking,
Illinois.
he must be watching me because we roasted Slippers.
Claiming to
We
be running
roasted.
for Congress. So, I mean, at the end of the people need to stop this shit. Fuck around and find out. Stop harassing me.
Stop harassing me! What the fuck?
Oh, I left a message.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say the more applicable route for that is like the county he's in, or like what he's doing. If we can get him in trouble for like not doing the shit he's supposed to be doing, then it can be run out of
Everybody's
town.
drunk in this room.
The problem is this person is going to continue to do what they want to do until they fail. That's really important, Adams. That's the whole thing. They want to be somebody that's looked to that, hey, we're going to make some decisions, and that person wants to have a choice in those decisions, despite the fact that they're not very qualified for said choice.
Well, let me jump in for
Again, more projection, people. You see how projection works?
Do you realize that we have legitimately probably the two nicest people ever on this app on our stage right now with Marshall Rankin and Holly Dolly? These are like the two nicest people you ever see on this app.
Shout out to
Marshall ain't very nice. You hear the shit he talks about me? He's a fucking piece of shit is what he is.
With him, you know, Marshall's got a very good soul. You know,
No, he doesn't have a good soul. He's an alcoholic meth head and a washout.
At least that's how he presents on the app.
Oh, he's even better in real life now because I had a family issue down in Texas. And I called Marshall, and Marshall got on that shit with the quickness, and he helped get somebody out of ice that shouldn't have been there.
What?
So the person you hear on the app is 100% better off the app, I promise you.
Always glad I was able to help, JB.
You can't make this shit up, people. That's why I record it.
We still can't get Pepe in the room. This is crazy.
He's not coming. But listen, Let's see if we can break the record.
Okay, I'm gonna restart some of these lives.
Anonymouses in our state.
Rejoin the live.
One stop at 11. Let's do a nice even 12. A nice.
I'm gonna leave out and come back. Anonymous.
Hey, the crazy part is, we know he's one of those anonymouses, yet he won't come in here not anonymous.
See, JB stirs the pot with this Roger Mayhem doxing video that he supposedly wants, because he knows that in the video Pepe doesn't do what he claims he says he does. So he just keeps stirring the pot with it, and it's basically a false accusation.
On that stage, and they start talking shit. You were like, and